If you're buying the Maruti vehicle, rest be assured, you're not going to face any problem. We have tested it, snow to sand. So we are very confident that this vehicle will give 500 kilometers. We want to give the services to our customer.
नमस्कार, एक बेहद ही खास मेहमान हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं, पार्थो बनर्जी, सीनियर एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑफिसर, मारुति सुजुकी इंडिया फॉर सेल्स एंड मार्केटिंग. बिफोर आई स्टार्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट द e-Vitara, ठीक है, what is your electric strategy, if I may ask? What is the thing that Maruti Suzuki with this electric e-Vitara is going to start? What is the biggest change that was there in your mind when you were developing the car and the strategy?
I think fundamentally we have to first understand that today there are many electric vehicles in the market.
Absolutely.
But if you see the penetration of the electric vehicle of the total industry sale is not growing. Calendar year 23 it was 2.3%, calendar year 24 it was just 2.4%.
Valid.
Plenty of new models are coming. I think price corrections are happening. Now fundamental question is why the penetration is not increasing? There are three reasons. First is the range of the product, which is a major concern for the customers, because some of the products which came into the market, what was claimed vis-a-vis what was actually the customer experience, there was a huge gap. So the customer has an apprehension. Second important thing which comes is the public infrastructure. If you are not installing the fast chargers, you are not giving him that peace of mind. And third point, which is also equally important, is the after-sale service. I will be getting the service if I go to a place where there is nothing. So as a primary car, there is a challenge. Now in case of Maruti, we are not going to launch a product. We are going to launch an ecosystem.
Yeah, very, very nicely put. That's what we believe also. That's what people wait for.
So what we are planning to do is this. We have announced that the vehicle which we are going to launch will have a range of 500 kilometers. And we have tested it from minus 30 degrees centigrade to 60 degrees centigrade. And all conditions, fire test, going through deep water, pin test, the battery has passed with flying colors. So we are very confident that this vehicle will give 500 kilometers. Coming to the giving that peace of mind to the customer with regard to the public charging infrastructure, we are going to start in the top 100 cities. Why 100 cities? It almost covers 97% of the sales which happens today of the Nexa vehicles.
Okay.
And third important thing, we are going to be having after sale service in 1,000 cities, and there we will have an emergency charging facility also, just to ensure the customer ki if you're buying the Maruti vehicle, rest be assured, you're not going to face any problem. So in order to do this, we started a campaign, E for Me. Now the question is, what is this E for Me? So Nand Kumar ji, if you carefully see the E, which is the part of the e-Vitara, it is not an E, it has got two E's, one small e and another big E. Now the small e is the product, like e-Vitara, our ecosystem which we are creating. And what is the big E? The big E is the mother planet Earth. We feel that if we all start thinking for the sustainability for the planet Earth, we can contribute it and we can reduce the carbon footprint.
Fabulous. Sir, all these challenges that you're going to mitigate, range anxiety, as you said, 500 kilometer is fantastic. That can be easily taken care, and the battery is already proven. But as far as infrastructure is concerned, is it going to be done in a phased manner? Because the numbers that we are talking about are big numbers. So the whole infrastructure that is there in your mind, is it going to be in a phased manner? Is it going to take time? Is there any time period that is there in your mind?
See, we believe one thing. 40 years back also, when Maruti came in India, if you remember, Nand Kumar ji, we were not in a hurry to sell the car. We were very much that time also focusing on creating the infrastructure. And if you would remember that we created a campaign that we have a service center in Ladakh also. The point which we were trying to make was this, that we want to give the services to our customer. So I can assure you, by the time when we come, we start selling the product in the market, we will have the ecosystem in.
Sir, you got hybrid, you got petrol, you got CNG, now the electric is absolutely ready. What is going to be the product mix, and what kind of a percentage, what kind of focus you will have on these different transmissions that you are having now?
I think we have to understand one thing. As you rightly mentioned, we have got all type of fuels, all transmissions which are available in the market, we are providing to our customers. CNG is also there with us.
Ji.
EV is also there with it. Fundamentally, what we feel is this in Maruti, we should not be pushing the customer for a particular form or for a particular fuel type. Let the customer decide based on his needs. Now, आज कोई customer आपका up country market में रहता है, I think there EV will be taking a longer time to reach. But we have the CNG in our product portfolio. We have got the strong hybrid in our product portfolio. That is also going to be playing a very good role in terms of reducing the carbon footprint.
Fantastic. So do you think that customers is going to choose the options and in a few year times, or if I may say the moment your electric products are going to be in the market, I know Maruti never go for positions and everything, but you think that, even in case of electric, Maruti will be number one, because we know in petrol, hybrid and CNG, the numbers speaks for itself. So do you think even in case of electric, because as you said, there are already manufacturers who came with their vehicle way before Maruti. Their products are there, they have been tried and tested. Do you still believe that you will be able to reach that number one position in no time?
See, we believe in one thing. India as a market is a huge market. By 2030, it's going to be around 6 million. So fundamentally, if the market is going to be 6 million, there is a huge pie which is available. So we are not competing with anyone. We feel that we need to make our level up in terms of giving quality of services, good product, and let's keep our customer happy. That will give us a better dividend. I think the success of Maruti, one thing is very important, that we have been able to address and understand the needs of the customer. Accordingly, we have pitched in the products till date.
Fantastic. Sir, as you said right now regarding 2030, is that target still the same that you told us a few months back, the kind of target that was in your mind, or you see any challenges with the target?
Long term, I think the story of India is very bullish.
Super.
We should not be changing the so-called the forecast based on 1 quarter or 2 quarter, because we as a country are doing pretty well. Park aside the recency factor, all the so-called the indicators are very positive. And fundamentally, if the India has to grow, the GDP which we are looking for, it has directly correlation with the sales of the car. So the car sales will increase. Now 6 million, 2030, 2031, that's an academic discussion. But fundamentally, Indian auto industry is going to grow. There is no two doubt about it. Important thing आपने देखा होगा ना, वो जो ECG होता है, थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे होता रहता है, लेकिन एक ट्रेंड बनता है. वैसे सेल्स में भी ना ट्रेंड होंगे, थोड़ा अप डाउन चलता रहेगा. बट वी नीड टू सी द ट्रेंड लाइन. द ट्रेंड लाइन इज मूविंग नॉर्थवर्ड्स. दैट्स अ गुड साइन.
Fantastic, sir. On that positive note, on the fabulous India story, thank you very much for talking to us. And in advance, good luck for the e-Vitara and for 2036 million.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Shukriya. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया.